A new game called Palworld just came out, and people are either loving it or trying to take it down for stealing Pokémon aesthetics. So in today's video, I will introduce you to all the early access creatures from Palworld and compare them to their Pokémon lookalikes. Also, if you find something I might have forgotten, make sure to tell me in the comments below. What would happen if we merged a Whimsicott to a Wooloo? We would get a Lamball. Cadaval looks like Meowth, a cat that stands on 2 feet. He also has Zoro's face. Chikipi is a generic small chicken. He can be compared to Rowlet for not only his body shape, but also they have the same eyes. Lifmunk is a grass Pachirisu, but with a gun. Just like Vulpix, Foxparks is an adorable pal that keeps running away from you. They have similar behavior and they look alike. Some people think that Fwak looks like a combination of Psyduck and Ducklet. I personally think Fwak looks unique. Sparkit. In my opinion, his design is unique. Some people compare it to Pikachu, but I disagree. Tansy has the same morphology as Grookey, but with Pansage's face. Ruby has the same body design as Deerling, and instead of an ornament on his head, it's placed on his neck. Pangolin is literally Piplup. Panking is a large parrot duck, and I have never seen another design like this one before. Hey, this is your friendly reminder to subscribe to my channel. It would really help. Joltog is Electric Shaman. Gumas is a brown ditto with a Seedot's hat. Globally, I find Vixie unique. Maybe there is a hint of Eevee's body shape, but that would be all. Hookrates is an older and chunkier Murkrow. Teefant looks like a mix of Munna and Litwick. Depresso has the shape of an Esper, but he also kinda looks like an annoyed Sneasel. Cremis is literally a shiny Eevee. Daydream is a pal that I find extremely unique. Rushroar is just a regular boar. What if Glaceon never existed? I think that Nox would have been the ideal candidate for the ice evolution of Eevee. Butler looks like a Drillbur, but with Sandslash's paws. What if Inkay and Esper had a baby? We'd get a Killamari. Mao looks like a regular good-looking Egyptian cat. Celeray looks like a cuter version of Mantine. Dire Howl is just a Lycanroc, but with Galarian Zigzagoon's fur. Tokotoko is like a Pidove disguised as a Xatu. Tinkaton lost her hammer and became floppy. Mozzarina is a cute cow that looks very much like Snorlax. Bristla has a completely unique design. She could be compared to Blossom's evolution if she had one. They are both grass and the lower body is the same. Another good design is Gobfin, although he looks like a shorter Charmeleon in blue with Voltorb's eyes. Hangyu looks like Chimecho with jingling hands. Mossanda is probably one of the most unique pal. I also think they look great. Woolipop and Alcremie have the same baker. Capricorn seems to be one of a kind. Melpaca is often compared to Fluffy because of its fur and color. Ectordeer looks just like Saucebuck. You know, Deerling's evolutions? Nightwing could be compared to Braviary because of its stature and the way it looks. The resemblance between Ribbony and Sylveon is flagrant. This guy's name is Incineram. First of all, I can't not think about Incineroar with that name, but he actually looks like Zoroark. Cinnamod has a really original design. I think it's cute and it doesn't look like a Pokemon. Arsox has nothing compared to Pokemon. No. He actually, in fact, seems to be Ifrit inspired, my favorite Final Fantasy Aeon. How to make a Dew mod. First, mash up Whiscash with Clodsire, and then you put Sabble's fin on his head, and then tada! I think Cognito is one of the coolest designs in Palworld. There is also no Pokemon with the Doctor's Mask. Leespunk is quite unique, but I think he looks like he's wearing a Toxtricity hoodie. Lumoon is really interesting. One of my favorite Pokemon design is Absol. If you make Absol stand and change his color, they kind of look the same. Galeclaw is a copy of Pidgeot, but with slightly different hair and color. Robinquill is one of my favorite in a fashionable sense. First, he looks a lot like Decidueye, and then I think he has like same kind of shape as Galad. And also, I want you to stop and look at his pants. Can you guess which Pokemon owns these pants? I want you to write the answer in the comments, see if you figure it out. Gorerat is basically Rillaboom with Luxray's hairstyle. Beegard and Elizabeth, I love their concept. The only small similarity I see with Pokemon is Elizabeth's dress. It seems to be inspired by Vespiquens. What if Pure Ugly and Galarian Meowth had a baby? Well, he would look like Grintail. I don't know if you guys played Pokemon Arceus, but if you have, do you remember what it feels like when you find a group of Goomy? Well, I had the same feeling by finding a group of Sweet and Sweepa. Also, if you look close enough, you can see the similarity in the way they look. Chillet has an adorable mix of Ferret's body with the cute face of Dragonair and the ears of Dratini. Univault is a copy of Zebstrika. Foxicle is the large-eared twin of Alolan Ninetales. Piran is so beautiful. I also don't think he looks like a Pokemon at all. And I have the same opinion about Raindrix. Rayhound is a fluffier Lucario standing on 4 paws, and he also has Raichu's tail. Kitson is really beautiful in my opinion, but he does not look like a Pokemon. He actually looks like Amaterasu from Okami. So Atenma and Thundurus had a baby. They made Daisy. Lunaris has a really unique design and she's very pretty. She just doesn't look like a Pokemon. Dinosom seems to be a combination of Meganium and Goodra. I think Surfend is an original. When I look at it, I don't really see a Pokemon. But maybe you do. Marate is a really original concept, but the lore gives it up. He looks like Luxray's ghost. Next pal is Digtoys. Digtoys sounds like a ground-type Blastoise, but when you look at him, you see Dreadnought. Tombat has a super unique design, but his posture and the way he carries himself reminds me of Glisker. Lavender looks pretty unique, but her body shape is the same as Salazzle. Flamel really reminds me of Litwick. Vanworm looks unique. The only thing I see could be Pokemon inspired would be that the pattern and the look of his wings are similar to Oho's. Bushy has a cool unique style and he doesn't look like any Pokemon in my opinion. Beacon and Ragnahawk have really cool unique styles also, but they don't look like Pokemon. Have you ever wondered what a Miss Magius would look like before they became a ghost? Well, they might have looked like Catris. Wixen is basically Braixen but wears clothes. Verdash is the baby you would get from an egg from Cinderace and Leafeon. Violet looks interesting but doesn't remind me of a Pokemon. And I could say the same thing about Sibylix. This one is Alphedron. I don't think he looks like a Pokemon. Kelpsy was weird to figure out. It has Dugong's body with Dratini's face but all in blue. At first, Azurobe reminded me of Cresselia, but I see the resemblance with Superior is actually flagrant. Cryolix looks like one of a kind. Blazehowl looks just like Hisuian Arcanine. We have another interesting mix here with Relaxorus. His parents are Goodra and Quagsire. What if we drew red hair on a Meganium? We would get Broncherry. Here we have Petalia, and she seems to be Serena or Litigant inspired. I do find her design completely unique. Have you ever wondered what would happen if Torterra caught on fire? It would become Reptiro. Their resemblance is uncanny. King Paka without the crown looks completely unique, but let's face the facts. He stole Empoleon's crown. Mammorest is just Donphan filled with moss. Wumpo is Tangrode's sister. Warsect is a cool looking bug, but looks completely unique in my opinion. Fanglope is copy-paste of Cobbaloin. Velbat is another pal that has Absol's face, so I guess I'm not the only one here who loves Absol. Quivern is both unique and cool looking. Same with Blazamut. And Elzevir. Astegon looks like Mega Aggron. Menasting's face looks like Giratina's, but overall, I think he looks unique. Anubis is obviously Lucario. We can all agree on this, right? Jormuntide has the same body as Gyarados. Suzaku just looks really cool and unique. Grisbolt could be Electabuzz' alternate evolution instead of Electivire. Liline looks unique with inspiration from Lilligant and Bellossom. I personally think that Valoris looks unique, but some people think he is a ripoff of Staraptor. Orsurk has the same posture and style as Garchomp. I wouldn't say it is a copy, but definitely inspired from. To me, Shadowbeak and Corviknight are one and the same. Palladius and Necromus. They seem to be inspired by a crossover between Bisharp and Arceus. The beautiful Frostallion seems to be a copy of Suicune. And the last but not the least, Jet Dragon. In my opinion, since the PAL is mechanical, it kind of reminds me of Miraidon. Guys, thank you so much for watching, it means a lot. Share this video with your friends, and also, if you agree or disagree, I would like to know, so make sure to comment. I also stream on Twitch every now and then, so if you want to hang out, make sure to follow me there, but subscribe to this channel. Alright, thank you so much. Bye.